winter is not going to last as long as you think. Now spring is a season where you see vegetation appear. And the only way the vegetation is going to appear, there must have had to be some seeds planted. And if you want to see your prayers come to pass, you got to pray even in the winter. If you want to see your word that you're speaking come to pass or become flesh, you got to speak even when it don't look like. Romans says it like this: you got to call those things which be not as though they were. There was never nothing called a bird until Adam called it a bird. That's something that you need to learn to start calling so it can start changing. And that word that means don't ask for it. You got to command some things to come forth. You got to command some changes to come forth. But the only way you're going to do it is you speak it out of your mouth. And the next thing that happened in that causes spring to come forth is this. It's when the S-U-N is directly over the equator. Lord have mercy. God said the reason hope is about to experience spring season is because the S-O-N is now over us. Lord have mercy. Yeah. It's one thing for the S-U-N to be over you, the environment, but when the S-O-N is over you, you can expect God to make some things happen. There's 5 things, and I promise you we can go home, that are connected with spring. One of those things is called rebirth. That's your second birth or your new birth. Yeah, there was a time when you were born, yes, saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost, and you went to hibernation. But the Lord said when springtime comes, you will experience your second birth. The next thing that is connected to it is renewal. That's the extending the period of time of being effective. You ought not to be so effective. You ought not to be able to still do that, but because it's springtime for you, Lord have mercy. The third thing is reproduction. That's when you begin to produce offspring. And the only way you're going to produce offspring is you got to put something in you where you can get pregnant, and every seed produces after its own kind. What kind of offspring are you producing? That's worth going home and getting in the mirror. What kind of offspring are you producing? The fourth thing is, I don't know if I want to switch the fourth and the fifth just for closing purposes. The fourth thing, and we know 4 in the Bible is supernatural. Am I right? The number 4 means supernatural. Amen. It's regrowth. Lord have mercy. Around the house, home, I listen to my wife. They'll use words talking about hair. And they say that's new growth or regrowth. You know, sometimes women that go to the beautician or to the cousin or sister under the tree, or and they sometimes cut their hair, and then after, sometimes your hair is damaged where you need it to be cut. I don't like my wife to never tell me she got a haircut. I don't. But she say it's easy and she puts the weave in it. But those months that she don't allow me to see her hair, I be happy. And then if she goes somewhere and get it cut, y'all got to pray for me. Amen. But she said something about that is the new growth. Yes. And that means it's growing again where it was damaged at. Lord have mercy. Regrowth means to continue growth after interruption. Lord. The word interruption means a stop of continuous progress. It's also a temporary activity that happens that another activity may come to pass. Lord have mercy. Sometimes you got to experience a loss so that you can experience a regrowth. Good. Jesus. Regrowth also means a interference. Sometimes God allows one season to interfere with another one so that you can spring forth.
Yes.
And the last one is resurrection. And I looked up that word. Webster said that resurrection is God raising Jesus from the dead. John 11 says that Jesus said that I am the resurrection. The last word for resurrection is to bring back to life, Lord have mercy, or to cause to exist again. And what the Lord began to show me in this text was that I am your resurrection. I am the one that will bring regrowth in you. I'm the one that will bring back, not that you didn't have life. He said, but I'm going to bring life back again. And in my closing, God said, Terrence, tell them that there was a man named Joseph. Y'all ever heard about Joseph? Joseph's name means the Lord shall prosper, or the Lord shall add to. And God's favor was on Joseph's life so heavy that it caused problems. And some began to try to get rid of Joseph because, Lord have mercy, he had a promise. But if you got a promise, it don't matter what they try to do to you, because the Bible says that no weapon that is formed against you won't prosper. But here is Joseph with this promise and with this favor, and people, Lord have mercy, are falling out because he got a promise, he got a dream, and he talking about it. And when you begin to talk about your promise and your dream, there's going to be some people that's going to get mad at you. There's going to be some, Lord have mercy, there's going to be some close people that's going to get mad at you. There's going to be some real close people that's going to start rolling their eyes at you. They ain't going to really want you to show up at their house because they're scared you're going to start talking about them dreams. They're scared you're going to start confessing the word. They're scared that the prophetic anointing don't come on your life. But I'm trying to tell you that when you got a promise, God said you're going to spring forth no matter what they say. And God said it is time to spring forth. And I know Joseph went someplace and they said, let's see what become of this dreamer. They tried to throw him away. They tried to get rid of the coat, but they couldn't do it because, Lord have mercy, he had a promise, which is a word from God. And when Joseph began to walk with that word, he went to prison. And even in prison, Lord have mercy, God gave him favor. I'm trying to talk to you about your winter season, that your promise works even in the winter if you don't throw it away. If you don't hibernate on your promise will come to pass. But here is Joseph, and he's using, he's a good God, he's using his gift even in hard places. Are you still using your gift in hard places? I'm talking about in prison. God, you showed me a lot of stuff. God, you showed me them bow down. Not that I wanted them to bow down. This Joseph said, but you never showed me being inside of a prison. Have God ever showed you your worst trouble? Yeah. The Lord showed me a lot of things since I've been saved, but he never showed me my mama was dying until the day of. You know why? Because I couldn't handle it. But what if I would have died with her? What does that mean? What if I would have stopped doing what God called me to do when I saw I had to eulogize her? Do you hear God? I could have died with her and stopped doing what God called me to do. But there was a river. Somebody say a river. There was a baby kicking inside of me. And I knew that there was so much inside of me. But I did hear the thoughts of the enemy saying, boy, you done prayed for all these people. And God done healed all these people. Why he won't heal your mom? And you know what the Lord said? Terry, she's tired of you being selfish. She said, Terrence, I'm tired, but I can't. This is what came out my mama mouth. She said, Terrence, I'm tired, but I can't go because of you praying. Jesus. No, I ain't want to hear that. You know I ain't want to hear that. No, God, you done showed all this. Don't you know I want to see my mama to see it come to pass? Don't you know? If anybody I want to see come to pass, I want my mama to be there, my wife here. Don't I'm talking about mama now. The Lord said, Terrence, she's tired. Let her go. I'm the oldest, and she had to talk to all the other children, and she knew, and I sensed, you know, discernment don't just work over here. I sensed anytime she wanted to talk to me about death, and I said to go. And she caught me one day when I came in the house. She said, sit down. Let me talk to you now. I said, no. She said, no, sit down. And what she did, she stepped up in her mother's authority, and I submitted to her. She said, Terrence, I need you to do this, I need you to do this, I need you to do this. She said, everybody else knows. She said, I don't say it. She said, you the last one. She said, you the last one. She said, I need you to take care of this. And even in tears, I received what she said. This ain't in my notes, I'm just giving her God. And I went home and prayed and asked the Lord to give me the grace to handle what she said. A few days went by, she was at Lakeland Regional. And she said, Terrence, have them take me, because I was the oldest. Not the most educated, but the oldest. You know, they got laws in the land. And she said, Terrence, you go tell them that I'm not dying up here. I want to go to my house. I took her home, and there were so many people outside, and you know, the Lord had to give me a special grace then when I see spectators around, I just want to see the condition. I'm talking about this, my mama, I know her condition now. I ain't seen none of y'all through the trouble. And y'all showing us, so I'm saved, but I'm still not this mama now. The church could have said what they want to say. But the Lord allowed where they went on out the way. Because God knows you. I want to flip slap out. I wasn't worried about what the church said. That's mama now. See, y'all faking right now. Oh no. Y'all all the way faking right now. But Brother Arthur, if they would have tripped wrong, I would have tripped right with them. You know you're not coming in the house. For what?
That's right. Yes.
Let me get back to the message. Brother Ray, you understand what I'm talking about? Amen. And so my sister drove down from Georgia. She was trying to rush here fast. I told her, calm down. She came in. She seen her. My mom was over there on the bed just saying, that's my last breath. She was trying to go. She was just taking breaths like, and she couldn't go. She was trying to get up out of here. And I was wondering. And so I nodded off. And I woke up and I told my brother Randy, I said, Randy, she finna go. I said, nobody will be at the house but me and you. He said, what about Quail? And what about Icy? I said, Randy, God said, me and you will be the only two here because we can handle it. My sister then went to the store. They might have got from here to 60. And I looked back down at my mama. She looked like she was suffering no more. Her face looked like there was a glow on it. Looked like all her strength came back. And she took her last breath, just like I said, Randy, me and you gonna be holding our hands when she go. And she took her last breath holding our hands. And Randy began to scream. And he began to cry. He said, I promised Mama that I would sing again. He said, I promised Mama that I would sing again. I said, brother, you better give it up. I said, you better give it up. And he began to sing, fear not, nor be dismayed, Lord. And he began to sing over her body in an anointing I had never seen. And I thought she was going to get up the way that brother was singing. But he was giving her what he promised her. And all I'm telling you right now is God keeps his promises. Yes. And Joseph had went through so much till it came upon a time in the winter season that it looked like the promise had done died. And then God began to shift stuff around. And Joseph came to a situation to the point, I'm just trying to speed you up to Genesis 41 now. Joseph married Potiphar's daughter. And he named his sons Manasseh and Ephraim. Lord have mercy. And the reason Joseph named them Manasseh and Ephraim, one of them named me, the Lord has made me to forget all that I've been through. Good God. Joseph said, all that hell that I went through in the house, the prison, them lying on me, he said, God has made me to forget all that I've been through. The other song means the Lord has made me fruitful in the land of my affliction. God has made a way where there seems to be no way. God has allowed me to go from the prison to the palace. That's what Joseph was saying. Joseph said, it looked like I was stuck. He said, but because of a promise, I'm going to name these boys, and every time they see my boys, they're going to know I'm talking about my promise. And all I come to tell you today is that God said you're about to spring forth because your winter season is over. You need to come out of hibernation. You need to arise up. I saw you, Sister Iris, today on the wall. I saw you singing on there. And God said there was a new song coming out of your belly. That's a whole different sound that you have to do. And God told me a few weeks ago, he said, Terrence, I need you to reactivate my people because they've been sitting and they have not been operating what they've been operating in before. But now is a season that you need to reactivate that which God has called you to do.
Yes.
On your feet. On your feet. On your feet. On your